Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CSM Sprint updates. My name is Lucy, and I'm a customer success manager. So today I'll be talking about the AIR program and the HRR program. So looking at the Artist in Residence program, the main highlight would have been that two more artists are moving into Nkwashi in February, one of which is confirmed, and she will be creating lifestyle arts at Nkwashi. Another highlight will be the decision to start AIR 3 for 12 artists in May until the end of 2021. The most important challenge of this sprint would have been to sort out accommodation for the newcomers as we are looking into renting existing property or prefab houses. The output of this sprint would be Instagram and Facebook content, as well as three sculptures that are done right here, and the first episode of Meet the Artist series. So my objectives for next sprint are to recruit a second artist to move into Nkwashi in February, to finalize the budget for Air 3, and to start producing brand ambassador content. So now looking at the Hackers in Residence program, the most exciting highlight would be that we interviewed one very strong candidate for the first cohort starting in March. Both Double GDP and the educational company are still running social media ads, mostly featuring some testimonials from the existing students. The most important challenge of this sprint will be how time sensitive it is, but it's also a highlight because it has really pushed us to work very efficiently. The output of this sprint are social media campaign as well as email marketing for the recruitment of the program. And my objective for next sprints are to review application and ASIC interviews for at least 10 candidates and also to finalize with at least one candidate for the Hackers in Residence program. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Susie. I'll share my screen now. So, hello everyone. My name is Mutala. I'll be taking you through my CSM Sprint update. So I'll begin as usual with the client, with the voice of the client concerning feedback. So the first one we have here is I was checking my account and noticed that my payments are not reflected here. How can I keep track of what I've paid so far? Kindly advise. So this client was basically going through their account on the Nkwashi app, and so under the payment feature, that there was nothing added on there yet, because that's because we're still developing the payment feature and enabling the credit department to be able to add clients' invoices there. So it's actually quite encouraging to see that clients have noticed this and are actually willing to even to use the payment feature as it's developed on their own. So that's actually very exciting. The second one was wondering how long before I can get my house plan approved. So as usual, all these queries are forwarded to the Nkwashi staff, specifically Tamara, who deals with house plans for clients. So the second voice of the client was, how do I qualify for the free plot? I am a Zambian citizen by birth. So the free plot program is still being advertised by Nkwashi. People are still welcome to apply for a free plot at Nkwashi. And of course, these queries are forwarded to the sales consultants at Nkwashi and they get in touch with them. Great initiative. And how do I sign up concerning the Nkwashi Credit Union? So this is also still actively ongoing as well, and people are still signing up as we speak, and campaigns are also still going out from the Nkwashi app as we advertise the Nkwashi Credit Union to the general public. Customer support and operations. What were the highlights of the sprint? So we set client and contractor interviews with Tamara just to kind of get the road to construction rather than focusing on interviewing clients specifically on their construction journey, but how they got to that point. So looking forward to that, and also be interviewing a new contractor at Nkwashi who's been signed up. As usual, we have connected with the credit union for next steps on signing up. So that's one that we're also looking forward to. So hopefully they'll be able to get their target numbers concerning this sign up process, and brainstorming with the team on the metric progression as well, just on how we can kind of focus on building our numbers when it comes to the metrics and be able to hit our targets specifically this month of February as well. Objectives are basically targeting of eligible clients and how I can elevate that process from being approved to construct to actually start helping them to start building as well. So that was my sprint update. I'll move it on to Penny.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Thanks, Mutale, for that. I'll just share my screen here and get us started. So my general, one second. My general sprint updates for the past 2 weeks, very short. What were my highlights personally? Of course, my name is Penny, as Mutale mentioned, just so I do a quick introduction. Client feedback calls. We've been calling clients that participated in our survey towards the end of last year in December, those that were interested to speak with us. And it's been really great because this has allowed us to gain some great insight into the challenges that people are facing from in regard moving from one step to the next, which the end goal is obviously becoming residents. So those different segments in the pipeline that obviously Doreen will speak more about what that pipeline is about. And secondly, this information that we're gaining from clients will also help us to create personas for the next sprint and tailor specific services and products to the different people, the different clients. And another highlight, I think, for me is the continued alignment with the team at Nkwashi and just how frequent we've been meeting together as partners. Challenges, I would say it was a great sprint overall. There's nothing that I can really look to and say this sprint gave a headache for. Goals for the upcoming sprint: create personas, which I've just mentioned for the Nkwashi clients as we continue to speak to them, finalize on the content marketing plan for both Nkwashi and Double GDP for the rest of 2021. We're going to also follow up with some conversations with different partners that have already shown interest in aiding to bring construction materials closer to Nkwashi City, and finally begin some conversations with different clients depending on which stage they're at in the construction pipeline. And that's my update. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny. So I am Doreen Okiri, Head of Customer Success at Double GDP, and I will share with you this last sprint update. And you'll see there will be a focus on Double GDP's goal to accelerate growth. In the last sprint, we managed to define the residents, and this was updated in the handbook. We have also put together guiding principles that we are working with Nkwashi that will, Penny has highlighted. This will shape the messaging that will go to Nkwashi residents and Nkwashi prospects. In the last sprint, we spent a wonderful time and very productive sessions on brainstorm around the population metric. So thank you so much to everyone that was involved, because we gathered ideas on how to accelerate construction and therefore increase residency at Nkwashi. In terms of the construction pipeline, I'm happy to share our latest update. You will see that there has been marginal growth in the first 4 stages. From plot purchase, eligibility for construction, floor plan purchase, and construction approval. There hasn't been much progress in construction progress and construction completed. These do take a longer period of time, so it is understandable in that regard. But we have found that we have opportunities to improve in regards to the transition rates. And starting off with floor plan purchase, we are looking to increase the transition rate, doubling it actually by the month of March. However, we are still in discussions with Nkwashi on how we could be able to go about this. So hopefully by the next sprint, we should be given updates on what those programs would look like. And we should also be carrying out some very targeted interviews and surveys with those whose construction has been approved in order to determine if there are any barriers from them to start construction. And then finally, I'll be looking forward to sharing with you the plans around the top brainstorm ideas. These are the ones that have an impact on accelerating residency within the shortest time period. So thank you so much for your time and look forward to speaking to you at the next sprint.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.